everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. I'm keeping my intro short and sweet. Today I'm going to be showing you the most delicate cut crease that anybody can create, and I'm using fall colors, so it's absolutely stunning for the season. So without further delay, let's begin. Starting with my brows, to fill it in, I'm going to be using my favorite brow pencil. This is the Precisely My Brow from Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm using the shade 4. I always like to fill in the top part of my brows first, and then I use the spoolie in the back to brush my brow hair upwards so I can clearly see at the bottom before I fill it in. If you have thinner brows, you can also use a brow powder or a brow pomade. And then using the Milani concealer, this is in the shade Warm Beige or 145. I'm going to clean up underneath the brows. The concealer brush that I'm using is from Doe Color. And then I'm also going to be using this on my lid as a base for the eyeshadows that I'll be using next. Using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, I'm only going to be setting above my crease to make the blending easy because I'll be using a sequence eyeshadow on my lid and they stick better when I don't use powder. I'm going to be using the Costas Clear palette by ColourPop. I like to keep my makeup application easy, mess-free and simple. So I like to start with a sponge tip applicator. This packs a punch, so I'm going to dip it into a cool brown shade and I'm going to carve out my outer corner and the crease by simply stamping it. Then I'm going to be using a stiff brush like this. This is from Milani. It's actually a concealer brush. I like to use this when I want that seamless blend. Unlike blending brushes, the bristles are stiff and they're not flexible, so it's easier to press them in. So I'm going to use this to press on that eyeshadow that I used to carve out my outer corner and crease using the sponge tip applicator. Keep on pressing till you're happy with the blend, and if you want to deepen the eyeshadow, all you have to do is take a little bit of eyeshadow with this brush and press over it. With the sponge tip, I'm going to dip into this deeper, warmer brown shade and I'm going to repeat the previous step. So I'm going to use it to carve out my outer corner and the crease, and then using the larger brush, I'm going to press it in. So this eyeshadow is going to combine with the transition shade that we used first, and it's going to give that beautiful ombre of shades. Now that we have a beautiful blended defined crease, I'm going to lightly cut the crease with some concealer. I'm taking very little concealer with a flat concealer brush and I'm going to cut my crease at the socket area and I'm going to lightly fill in my lid space to clean it up. So that's going to give us a clean base to work with. Of course, you don't have to do this step. We already have a concealer on our lid, so you can go straight up with the eyeshadow. But when you do this, it just looks cleaner. Now I'm going to dip into this beautiful sequin shade. It's actually a matte eyeshadow with specks of sparkles to it. I'm going to first pick it up with my finger and I'm going to start pressing it on my lid because we have the concealer as a base and it is still tacky. It's going to stick on beautifully. And then I'm using a flat shader brush to clean up along the edges. I'm taking a little bit more of the cooler brown shade to blend along the edges so everything looks well balanced. Taking a little bit more of the concealer to clean up along the outer edge. Again, you can do this if you want that sharp edge. If you don't want a sharp edge and if you like that smoky effect, just leave it as is. With the sponge tip applicator, I'm going to first use the warmer brown shade in my lower lash line. And then I'm going to dip into the cooler brown shade and I'm going to mix it with the warmer brown shade. So that way, again, it looks well balanced. It's the same colors I used at the crease. Using the KVD tattoo liner, I'm going to pull out a small wing in the outer corner and line my top lash line. It's time to finish up with some mascara, but before that I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm using the Sally Hansen curler, and for mascara I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara. What I love about this mascara is it doesn't clump, it doesn't look overly dramatic, it gives you that natural finish while it also gives you the length and volume. Here's the finished eye makeup. If you like glitter, but if you feel like glitters are chunky and it's way too much, go for a sequence eyeshadow like this. It gives you the right amount of sparkle. It shines when it reflects any kind of light. So when you turn is when you can see that sparkle and it looks absolutely stunning. And here's my face done up. And if you're wondering what's on my lips, it's my favorite two lipsticks, Bestie and Stand Out from my collaboration with Ofra. I mixed them up to get the most natural flush and I applied a lip plumper over it. And this is the completed look. If you'd like information on any of the products that I used today, you will find that in the description box right below this video and also in my pinned comment. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. As always, if you did, please don't forget to thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I love you guys so much and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.